everybody? I am Big Will, and this is D&D with the comic book community. That's the community all around me. What's going on, guys?
Yo.
So excited.
Oh, yeah. Heard there's a surprise.
It's going to be a very special episode.
A very special episode of D&D.
Shenanigan filled.
Well, there was a bit of a surprise at the ending of the last game. When Arg decided to kill an NPC. Our fighter wanted to fight. Who'd have thought it?
I'm just going to say, as a DM, knowing this group, you should never make a character that you don't want us to kill because
you just don't know.
We're going to try.
We're either going to hit him or we're going to hit on him. You just don't know. Or both.
Anyway.
I mean, if you think about it, I acted in the way that I was, made to.
It's what my character would do.
But it was the way my character was made to. He was supposed to defend the group.
But anyway, we actually had a bunch of people waiting on us. We had Rena was first, and she's laughing maniacally. Then we had Sharon, and then Burning Block. Then we had Kurt Brown.
The whole Brown clan. This does not bode well for us.
I was going to say there seems to be a theme to the people watching the show.
Right. I mean, hold on. There he is. And Superior Hero Reviews is here too.
Hey.
So a lot of people actually watching today. That's pretty cool. So we'll recap. The guys were in a room in the
bar
in the Prancing Horde Tavern.
What? What?
Yeah, the Prancing Horde Tavern, which was right here. It was letter Z. So this is the building that it's in. They locked themselves up and met Tlaylock, a guy who actually knew the Duke.
And remembered him fondly, which
was
is
he from Hazard?
Yeah, which suspicious. Not a lot of people remember the Duke fondly, so this was a wonderful moment.
He knew you in your youth, didn't he?
Yeah, that's probably
and anyway, and they got to talking and such, and then one of the guys that had been following them the whole time and stole their gold at one point, Ryfon Volkas, came in,
made the foolish decision to admit to all of his deeds.
Yeah, and in hindsight, he probably should have just kept his mouth shut about the other stuff. But he gave them some valuable information, and then was attacked by Arg, and then Oogway gave the final blow, and he dropped down, knocked out, because he was supposed to be a DM PC. He just got knocked out.
So he didn't kill us, so we didn't kill him, but
Yeah. So
nobody goes away.
As we start the game back, what we have is Ryfon laying on the floor. We have Arg and Oogway standing with weapons drawn. The other guys, I forgot where they were at. And
I'm at the bar with Tlaylock having a drink.
Okay. And you are out there with Tlaylock. And then as soon as he drops to the ground and you guys stop the fighting, Tlaylock goes, "What are you doing that for?"
Because he was following us and stole from us.
Yeah.
Now I'm going to rifle through his pockets.
No. I meant, why are you messing up my tavern? I had cleaned the place just before you guys got in here.
Well, we'll have it clean right now, and
we'll have Alec clean it back up.
Yeah.
All right, as long as you do.
Anyway, I'm going to clean it up just by rifling through this guy's pockets and see if I find anything.
As soon as you go to him, he actually wakes up from his slightly concussed from the blow that you gave him, and is healing over on his side. He's like, "Ah, all right, that's it. We ever meet again, it'll be as enemies." And he takes out a little smoke bomb and throws it down and disappears.
And as soon as he disappears, I reach into
now
my...
now Alex got to clean up the smoke residue.
as soon as he disappears, I reach into my cloak and pull out the letter and said, "Oh, you forgot this."
He's long gone. Anyway, Tlaylock calls you all back to the table where you were at, and you guys walk to the table from the bar, Duke, you and Tlaylock, and you guys all sit down again, and Tlaylock says, all right, so basically what we have to do here, or what you guys should do, is mark your arms with the citizen symbol of Hebron. That way you can get into any city that requires it. Then we will go, I will join you. We have about 3 hours left of daylight, 2 hours until the shops close. We'll go to Beauregard, and I can get him to give you the house for 250 gold. And if he loses fingers, he loses fingers. I will, at that point, have my back turned. Then I would suggest you go and figure out the teleportation circle and then talk to Gilf. What do you say?
I go like this, and my ring activates.
Oh, yeah.
I think that sounds good. I think that's what we need to do, actually.
Sounds like a plan.
All right, I'm in.
All right, so he shows Warlock, because he's the one with the disguise kit. So he shows you what the symbol is, and you can very easily just draw it on everyone's left wrist. And if anyone asks, you can show your symbol and you're good to go. As far as passing the test on are you a citizen of Hebron or not.
Well, I mean, technically, if and when we buy this property, wouldn't we be?
Yeah, couldn't we?
No, you'd be citizen of Ash. And Ash is the only city where you can actually be a citizen because they're doing their own individual thing because, they're free will and all that.
So wouldn't being a citizen of Ash make us a citizen of Hebron?
Well, you would think, but they're new. It's a new thing. They're the only city that's doing it. They're trying to get everyone onto their side, but it's
not everyone's honoring.
It's basically Jonestown.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Got it, Jonestown. We live in we're going to say Jonestown.
It's getting dangerous.
Anyway, so are we good? You guys, where do you head now?
Well,
there's much debate on that. Citizen of Ash or Ash.
Right. So we have to go find the guy, get the house for 250, then go to the house and get to the teleporter. Is that basically what you're suggesting?
How much gold do we have?
Well, Tlaylock was suggested that you take care of the house so you have access to the teleporter, learn how to work that thing, and then go see Gil. That's what he suggested.
I might say we still have the house for another night that's paid for, right?
Yeah. Well, we haven't stayed even one night yet. We did it for 2, right?
Right.
Yeah.
So
we have tonight, tomorrow, and tomorrow night.
Should we go ahead and buy it before we're out of the time we've already paid for?
It's a day.
It doesn't seem like it matters too much, but it's interesting. I mean, unless your worry is let's spend one night in it and see what it's like, just in case we don't want to buy it.
Exactly.
Like the Ghostbusters theory of
see what the teleportation circle does. See what happens at night. See if we get raided by.
The purpose of Tlaylock telling you, we're going to say he tells you this when he tells you about the teleportation circle. You have to own the home in order to be able to access and use it.
The teleportation thing.
So you would not be able to use the circle at all or learn how to use it until you own it. It's magically bound to whoever holds the title.
But what if we buy it together? We all are magically bound to it?
Yeah, you all would have the ability, or Tlaylock is fairly confident that you will.
I need to refresh my memory too. Wasn't the house divided down the middle and that we would be sharing it with someone?
Yeah, we wouldn't own the whole house.
Well,
right?
I think if we bought the house, we'd own the whole house.
Yeah,
I want to.
We're buying half of it.
Discuss that with the.
That is a significant. Yes.
It's a hall. This is the quarters on one side, quarters on another, and a shared hall.
Yes.
If you were to buy it, it would be for the entire building.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Right? You're only renting out the one half.
So
And
we could all
nobody's
be on
nobody's
So
in the
is anybody
top. No one would
Well,
have
no
to
one
be
is
bottom.
currently in the other side. You checked.
Okay. So we can. I was hoping to evict people.
We can rent out the.
Apparently, we have a.
Well, hey,
apparently,
if you own it, you can rent it out just to kick them out.
well, we do have like a butler and a nude man living there, so we can
Well,
evict
yeah.
somebody.
We have somebody we can kick out.
Whichever one you want to keep, I'm saying it's
Butler.
still wide open.
Kick out the butler? Is that what you're
Yeah.
saying? We're like, keep the new man. What was the new guy's name? Lenny?
Does everybody have enough money for an equal share, or do we need to look at the cost here?
So we're gonna need $250.
A $50 gold per person.
I have 50 gold.
I can do that.
Okay, looks
Like
like
that.
you're all good then.
I mean, I could.
Okay. I just want to understand theoretically, is it possible? Because if we didn't, then obviously I could try to cover
Yeah,
some extra share. But
I asked you guys how much gold you have to figure out.
I know you did.
Remember?
I know. But then it's a question of is everyone willing to purchase said abode?
Yeah, I know that clearly as a player, we're supposed to buy this place. As a character, Warlock is still not convinced.
I do agree that the salesman did not really win us over. But it would seem that having ownership and use of this circle will be fundamental in our quest.
Yeah, well, that teleportation circle thingy definitely sounds, pretty beneficial. Could be useful, but I'm not so sure about the whole autonomous city thing. It doesn't seem like that's really working out in their favor so far.
In what regard?
In the regard that the forces can come still just storm any house basically that they want, and they still with some aesthetic add-ons can get in anywhere they want with a chaperone, but I still feel like they still have an iron fist around this place. So
But would it be any better anywhere else?
I mean, I'm a traveling man. I'm not looking to settle down. So
Well, if we have access to the teleportation,
yeah, again, that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah. The
But
question is,
where does it go to?
Yeah, that's the key question. Is what do we actually
It
know?
might go
about
to the bottom of a latrine.
Wouldn't we find out where it goes?
We'll let Duke go
You're
first.
gonna believe him?
Are you asking Slaylock?
Does Slaylock know?
Laylock, no?
Hey, Mr. Locke.
Yes, sir.
Where is this? You know where this old teleportation circle? You know where it leads?
Oh, no one knows about the teleportation circle except the owner of the house and whoever is
Master of the house.
in service of the owner. Like if there's a butler or someone there, they
Time
will
to talk to your nude friend. I guess.
Here's the fundamental problem with that.
I think you mean here's the rub.
I don't trust either of those guys as far as I can throw them. And
Not the nude guy. You seem
I'm
to
a
like
sorcerer.
The nude guy.
I'm a sorcerer. Yeah, but the nude guy doesn't really talk. He just waves his old dangler. Maybe you could draw it by dragging it in the sand or something. But
So, I have a suggestion because I know a little bit about, but it would require us to wait for a long rest. But I want to see if I have it first, real quick.
What are the other benefits, Tlaylock, to owning this property? Obviously, we have some measure of security, some voting rights, I believe you mentioned, of some sort, and then, of course, access to this circle. Is there anything else I'm missing?
I would say there's not much you're missing. It's of course, you would be able to participate in the voting, and that's just, you would be able to choose your elected official, which is beneficiary there if you want someone to vote in your way. The extra protection is, you're right, Mr. Warlock was your name, you said?
Yeah, Warlock the Sorcerer, not Sorcerer the Warlock.
That is not confusing at all.
Blame my mom.
You're right about the protection having a few hoes. If the hobgoblins or the Hebron god really wanted to, tally-ho inside, but that's very rare, and it would be up to you to not give them a reason to.
Well, the problem is
better than not. So it's better than having them be able to come and rummage about, doing whatever willy-nilly.
We kind of already have them on our old tail there, so
I have
kind of late to the party for not
to deal with Warlock's problems, but it would require us committing to letting Clickbait take a long rest unless he's already chosen the spell. But clerics do have access to the Zone of Truth spell that we could cast on before we speak to the butler or Beauregard.
Well, I
force them to speak truth to us.
We can't stay here. I do have a business to run at night when the shops close.
Yeah, I mean we do have access to the house. I do have one more question for you though, and then I'll shut my old trap.
The answer is 42.
Yes, that's a good old joke. Yeah. I brought my towel. Don't worry. Here's the question. You mentioned something about elected officials.
Yes.
Now, hear me out. If we are citizens of this old city, can we run for an office?
Yes.
Okay, I'm in.
Are we ever going to
Okay, it looks like you don't have to worry about it, Uguay.
Well, my question is still: do we want to ensure that we get the truth? We could get the truth from the butler maybe after we buy, but to make sure we're getting the truth about the house and the circle, do we trust Beauregard not to wait for the spell?
Well,
what are you asking?
I'm asking the group. Warlock is in, but I'm still asking the same question: is before we deal with Beauregard, do we want to have access to make him speak the truth? Which I feel like may or may not be important.
You don't need him to speak the truth because Tlaylock is the one that's telling you this. You would want Tlaylock.
I mean about the circle.
Yeah,
you don't know Tlaylock. You do not know
if Beauregard knows where it goes
and what it does. Before we make the purchase, I want to know what that circle does, and I want to know it with confidence.
I am fully on board with your line of thinking. Here's my thing though. I would love for that guy to lie to me one more time.
Tlaylock pops up and goes, "You're probably on the good side then."
So
can we murder him after we've purchased the house?
Yes, I hope.
Yeah, well, that's the plan, right? We go and buy it, and then he tells us.
I'm just making sure we don't, run afoul of it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to steal a man's home by murdering him. I'm a chaotic good, not chaotic evil.
Tlaylock pipes up one more time. Only Benny would mourn him. No one really likes him.
Yeah, but a crime's a crime.
Yeah, so we would have to we're gonna have to do it in a way that we're gonna have to be sneaky about this, Warlock. Probably not go, oh, we bought the house, boom, and in the middle of the shop.
No. Listen, I'm not gonna kill a man for no reason, but
I've already got 2 or 3.
I once shot a man just to watch him die. Wait, no.
All right, so what are you guys doing?
So we go into
let's go talk to Beauregard. Let's just get this show on the road.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm being obtrusive for the sake of being obtrusive.
So we'll say you already marked everyone. You're all good to go there. You get to Beauregard.
Yeah, I did that while I was running my mouth.
Yeah. You can multitask. You're that good.
He is that good.
And let's see here. Which letter is Beauregard at? He is at letter G. So here on the map, you guys take a stroll
all the way back
from Z all the way over to letter G. This is Benny and Beauregard's pawn shop.
And
As
real
you
estate.
enter in, the ding, the bell rings, and of course, up popping from behind what would count as the sale desk or the register or what it is. Hello, I'm Benny Babashala. Oh, I've met you before. Would you like to purchase something? And in
Yes.
the back,
Do you have any
half
jets?
hiding is, Beauregard.
What? Arg, what'd you say?
Benny, I was wondering, do you have any jets?
I actually do.
Oh, do we need a teleportation circle? We got a jet?
Is it
Benny and the
invisible?
jets.
They're great children's toys. I have two, but 2 copper.
Well, I don't know what you'd do without them. So I want to leave
That's
you
not gonna be
with
helpful.
your jets, Benny.
All right, so are we gonna ask for
Beauregard? Benny, where's Beauregard?
Oh, he's right over there. Bo! And then Beauregard pops up and goes, gentlemen, have you thought about my proposition for the home, the guild hall?
Yes, we have, and we found the accommodations interesting, and the concept somewhat pleasing, and the price exorbitant.
Oh, I can assure you the price is very standard.
Wonderful. I'm happy that you're living a standard living. We do not. So let's talk realism here.
Okay, I can go down to 400 gold pieces.
I'm so happy you can count that low, but we need lower. We were thinking more in the neighborhood of 200. So let's start there, Howard.
How about 450?
I think you're
How
learning
about
math
free?
wrong.
Oh, I believe I'm going in the right direction.
How about free? Yes, my actual bit.
Yes.
How about no?
These are not the discounts you're looking for.
And Slaylock said he would go with you to help, and he
Yes.
goes from behind Duke and goes, "Hey, Benny, excuse me, Beauregard, you two are a lot alike. How about we do it for 250? And I don't tell the hobgoblins they don't actually have to pay a gambling tax." Fine, if I have 250 gold now, you can have the home. But you better not tell the hobgoblins, Laylock.
It's going to take 50 gold to make me silent. Now that I know this,
Now that we all know that.
Now that we all know this,
I'm going to have to knock it down the way.
we might,
He basically gave you that $50 in discount.
Do we have a
So
deal?
I set my 50 gold coins on the counter.
And I do too.
I pull out my 50 gold coins and I go, before we finalize this, what, transportation circle? What did you go? I forgot.
Teleportation.
Teleportation circle. Yes, we were curious about this.
I am too. I don't know where it leads.
You own it, but you don't know where it leads.
Yes, well, I own the building, but I don't live there.
Do you know how it works?
No, not at all.
The
The butler would know, though.
The butler would know.
The one with
But I would
pants or the one without?
too.
Yes, the one with pants or the one without.
Well, there's only one butler, the one with pants. Lenny's his crazy cousin.
The other one is butler with 2 T's, right?
Yes. All right, I set the gold down and step back. So there's what, 3 of us have paid.
Yeah, too. So
I'll put down my 30 gold.
I believe you're missing some.
I believe there's some hobgoblins that might find out about gambling taxes.
Yes, can you name them? I don't think you can.
No, but I'm sure once I live here, I'll find them.
20 gold, fighter.
You know, when he starts, I mean, look at my stack. My stack might be a little heavy.
Hey,
So I'm pretty
hey,
sure I can find some goblins.
hey, Arg. Just pay them, and then we'll tell the hobgoblins either way.
Okay. That wouldn't much weight.
And Warlock, you're the last one. Do you put your...
Yeah, I say, I put my 50 down. I say, that was a joke there between us, but if you lie to me again, I would say I know where you live, but I guess that's not quite accurate anymore. But I know where you work, and I'll come find you.
And he scrapes all the gold together and here. Sign here, and the home is yours. And all of you there's a place to sign. You all sign, and then the home becomes your property. And as
My
he walks away with the
signature
gold,
strangely looks like a dick.
Mine is like a giant flourish of calligraphy.
yeah,
Like and you're John Hancock.
he takes the gold into the back and goes, Benny, I believe I need to do traveling for a little bit. I'm in the shop, and the door closes.
Is anybody
Was
interested?
there a key? Was there any keys or anything that went along with this purchase?
The key is rolled up
Okay.
in the thing, so
Just-
it's
I'm
right
just checking.
there.
Is anybody interested in looking what's in the shop? Or we take it off?
I thought we thought it was junk. All right, so I got to mark down.
You guys had already done that, and there wasn't much anything that was actually an account.
Okay.
Remember, Benny's not that great of a businessman.
Doesn't seem like Beauregard is either. So
All right, so I guess we leave the shop.
Okay, so do you go to the home? Figure out how the teleportation circle works.
I think-
By the
I
way,
think
at this point, Tlaylock bids you adieu and heads back to his tavern to get ready
Yeah.
for the.
I shake
Looking
hands
back on this.
and say that I'll come to see him again soon.
All right.
Let's head back to the house.
Okay,
We gotta figure things out.
so you head back to the house, and you are met by Lenny, who's just.
Free balling.
And then he is shoved out of the way, and Pippin greets you. Good day, sirs. Are you here for one more night, I believe?
We haven't stayed the night yet.
We're here to stay, and I'm thinking draperies on the left-hand side. I'm thinking wall-to-wall rugs and carpets on the right-hand side.
Duke, I believe you said your name.
Yes.
May I see that you indeed own the place? Just look-see, please.
I unroll the parchment.
Ah, then I am yours, sir. I am Pippin. I know you already know that, but I want to actually formally greet you. How may I be of service? You now have access to any area of the hall and to the entire hall, including the outside areas. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do? What do you want to know?
All the secrets of this place.
Do you have a few weeks? Could you be more specific, sir?
What do you know about the teleporter circle?
I want to know.
Oh, yes. Come with me. It's in the hall.
Let's start there. That's fine.
And you walk to the center room of the hall, and there's this giant, well, I say giant, but it's like 10-foot circle in radius or whatever. And it's stone. It's slightly up, kind of like a curb, but in a circle. And on the stone is these symbols and markings that are actually kind of weird looking. They're not of any language that you know. And on first glance, Duke and Arg, but the other three of you seem to have a familiarity with it, but you can't quite put it. And then Pippin goes to say, yes, the teleportation circle, only a full caster can use the circle. That would be, your clerics, your druids, your wizards and sorcerers. They're the only ones that can use it.
Don't forget warlocks.
But anyway, apparently what you do is he takes a bottle of water off of the shelf. Apparently what you do is wherever you are, if you pour the water or any liquid into a circle and you step inside the circle and you know the enchantment ingrained upon this circle, it will magically transport you back here. As long as there is nothing of enemy or of hate around you. In other words, you can't teleport in the middle of a battle with an enemy, but as long as that's not going on, just a circle of liquid, get in, and you
Can always make a circle of liquid.
Will be transported back here in the circle. Isn't that lovely?
So wait. Let me make this clear. So this is a one-way teleportation. It only brings us back to here. We can't go from here to somewhere else.
Essentially, it's the teleportation circle spell, basically. But I tweaked it a little bit. So yes, no matter where you are in the world, on the planet, you do the little circle of liquid and you step in it, and as long as you know the enchantment, and all three of you casters know, you can come back to it.
So does that work? Does that just work for the three of us that can cast a spell, or can we bring more than
anyone that is in the circle with you when you do the ritual will be transported? So if you have a horse in there with you, the horse will in the circle.
Okay.
So like a transporter on something.
Can we make
in the back is an area where you can keep your horses in the hall.
Can we make the circle a little bit bigger than 10 feet round? We have a giant turtle and Ugg with us, and I don't know if we could all fit together.
It's a 10-foot radius. That means it's 20 feet.
Oh, okay. Radius. I didn't hear radius. Thank you.
And that brings like anything back with us that's in that circle.
Even a fucking fish.
Okay.
Even a barrel of fish, yes.
Yeah, even the barrel of fish, which you can probably smell now.
Provided we're not
we can put that anywhere
combat.
now.
We can't,
Yeah,
we
we'll
just
put
can't
that
do
out
it in
back
combat.
Potpourri.
Yeah, you just can't do it in combat.
So,
That's a fail-safe. What if you're fighting a dude and they get in the circle and they teleport with you? You don't want them coming back to your home. So that's
No, but we could do it in Benny's store.
if you wanted to, you could probably. Well, I see what you're doing.
They might know where to find us, though.
They couldn't find us except for this pea circle in the middle of the place.
Well, he doesn't know how it works, so he wouldn't know what the deal was.
Well, yeah. So anyway, you, Arg and Duke, you understood everything Pippin said, but it's Greek to you what it says.
Because we can't cast the spell.
Yes, but mystically, the casters who are Clickbait, Oogway, and Warlock, they can immediately recognize it, and they now know.
The three of us can get back.
It is revealed to them, yes.
There's no spell slot requirement or anything, right?
No spell slot requirement. It's just
than we hoped, because it is a one-way. We have to travel places, and we can come back, but then you got to travel to the next place. So,
yeah, well, that's D&D, man.
Yeah, no, I know. I just was yeah. So it doesn't take us anywhere. Okay.
Right, that'd be way too OP for you guys.
Well, I was thinking it might take us to specific locations, not anywhere. But yeah. Okay.
Or a specific location.
Yeah. Right. So you guys got about an hour of daylight left, and you were supposed to go and see Gelf. Do you do that now, or do you wait till morning?
He was outside the city. So
yeah, we should do that tomorrow.
Right outside the city.
That'll be tomorrow. I would say we go get our horses and move them to
put our horses in the back
and put them in our building rather than pay to have them sheltered.
You're not paying; it's free.
Oh, that's right. Okay, well, I guess
so you can get them in the morning if you want, and not cause a stir of.
Or what if we sent Alec to get them?
Hey, hey, Mary, I got a question for you.
You.
It was Pippin.
Oh, my name's Pippin.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jeez, I always get those two confused. I got one quick. Well, I assume quick question. How would I go about running for mayor?
Oh, well, you just wait until it's time to elect a new one and announce your candidacy. You would have to announce it and then file the paperwork at the actual, public office there for where you run and such. But it's relatively easy. You just decide when it's time.
Great. I'm going to start making up some posters.
Okay, sir. I will.
When does that normally happen?
That is my new goal.
Once a year?
It'll be about 1 year from now until there's any scheduled voting going on. But you never know when someone gets assassinated.
Well, I mean, we are going to save the world in that time, so I guess I would assume I'd be a shoo-in.
All right.
Okay, sir. I'll vote for you.
I asked earlier about all the secrets of this hall, and you said that'll take a while. Any other major magic items, or not necessarily like as big or as powerful as this teleportation circle, but major magical things that we need to know about in this building immediately?
There is a basement, sir, but it is locked, and no one, not even anyone with magical ability, has been able to open it.
Okay.
But other than that, there's not any magical secrets or anything. It's just a large hall.
Then why did you say it would take weeks to tell us all the secrets of this place?
Because I was hoping you weren't going to make me sit there and list every little item in the house, sir. That was a
I don't
joke.
want items. I want items that might be of interest and use to us in our particular journeys that we may be taking.
Well, that's you found it. It's the circle. I mean, there's just regular standard items throughout the house, in the quarters and the hall here. There's a few, random training weaponry and a few things like that.
So the basement is magically locked?
Yes.
It's locked, and magic hasn't worked on it. But he doesn't know if it's magic.
Take us to this door. Show us where it's at.
I could, sir, but I'd rather not. It's some bad memories.
Well, you're gonna. So,
what kind of bad memories?
Where the door is.
I had a bad experience.
Yeah. But, Lenny, you know where it is. And he walks up to his quarters and shuts the door. And Lenny goes.
All right.
He just strolls down behind the shelving that was by the teleportation circle, down a small flight of stairs, and there's just a giant iron door.
Okay.
Iron door.
No symbols or anything on it?
Mm-mm.
I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
You detect a whole lot of magic on the other side of the door.
On the other side of the door. But the door itself doesn't seem to be having magic come from it.
No.
Does it have a handle, a keyhole, anything?
Actually, no. There's
Oh,
no
I get it. That's where the dream dungeon is.
Ah.
Maybe.
So there's no way. It's not even possible to see which way the door goes. Like it's just a solid metal wall almost.
You just know it goes from like stone, dirt, and there's a metal.
Okay.
It's
actually a
door, but there's no handle. There's no visible hinge.
No hinges.
Right.
Can I do a do insight? Would that be the right way to look at this?
You can try anything
It's
you
more of
want.
a creature.
I'm going to try and
Investigation, I guess. I'll just do investigation. I just want to check it out a little bit.
Okay.
And what's my investigation? All right, 17.
You investigate that it is probably a door.
Lenny is our employee now, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Hey Lenny, I've got a job for you, old pal. What I want you to do is at the top of every hour, I want you to knock on this door.
Dum.
Perfect. Thanks, buddy. Doing a great job.
Okay.
So now, when next time we're in the dream dungeon at the top of the hour, we can listen to see if we can hear the knocking.
Okay. So, anything else, guys? Or you
Can we
take
try
a
and
good
bust it
night's
down?
sleep?
You want
Try
to
to muscle it?
door, break the lock, do something with this thing?
You're welcome to give it a go.
You can
There's
try.
no
that.
lock that you see. It's just a solid piece of metal.
Yeah.
So it doesn't even hardly look like a door. It just looks like a metal in a door, like a doorway with just a metal. Yeah. Because
Yeah.
there's no hinge even that we can see. Right.
Right.
So it's just a metal square in the or a metal
So if there is
rectangle.
a hinge, it'd be on the inside. So if I hit it, it would swing inward. So that I rolled a nat 20 plus 8, so 28.
To hit the door, you trying to hit it?
Yeah.
You hit it square in the center, and not a dang thing happened.
Okay.
All right, this isn't open.
I'm going to go back up and start measuring for drapes.
I walk up to the door real dramatically, wave my arms, and say, "Open sesame."
Nothing happens.
Okay.
Does this house have a weapon storage or anything like that?
Just training weapons. It's a guild hall. Doesn't have any actual weapons. No.
I want a better weapon.
Well, after you go talk to Guelph tomorrow, you can go to the weaponer,
Right,
the place where you buy weapons.
Are we calling it an evening at this point?
You told me you were going to call it an evening, and then you got distracted by a door.
Well, I mean, it's a very interesting door. Let's be honest.
Sharon says, "Say friend in Elvish." Give it a shot. I say friend in Elvish.
Can we get?
He muted himself. You muted yourself.
Nothing happened.
Nothing else.
It was worth a shot.
All right, so going to bed.
Yeah.
Before
I want Pippin to change my sheets. No choices, please.
You want to check your sheets?
Change my sheets. I don't
We'll
know.
change your sheets. I was about to say,
I don't
well, I
trust
have a
this
good thread count.
Before I go to bed, I pull out my book to write to Inma, and then I'm going to basically write about the situation that I've put the group in because of the fact that I'm a giant turtle. That I don't want to not be a turtle, but that I need some help, potentially need some help with a disguise that would be more permanent than thing. Now, I don't necessarily expect an answer, but I'm like writing the situation that we're dealing with, that I give away the group because of my appearance.
Okay.
And that I don't want to be rewritten because I like being me, but that I need some help, like being.
Well, Enma will send you a message by the time you awaken.
Okay.
Most likely.
Told you just need a bandana.
All right. So you guys go to sleep. You go to your rooms. Nothing happens. You wake up, and Pippin greets you as soon as you start coming downstairs. Goes,
how many bedrooms are in this place again?
You each have one. There's 6. One's for Pippin.
So there's 3 on each side of the.
No, there were 6 on each side of the.
So there's 6 on either side.
So there's 12 now that we own.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm just
I'm
trying to get a sense. Yeah. I'm trying to get a sense of the whole place. Okay.
All right. So the last thing on your to-do list was Guelph. Anything else you guys want to do before then, or are we heading that way? And you can get your horses on your way out.
We got our long rest. So everybody, we slept the night. We got our long rest.
Let's get the Guelph out of here.
So we're going to. Well, he said I might have a message first thing in the morning, so I'm going to look to see what my message is.
Okay.
I'm ready
to see if I got a message back. So I'm going to check my book first.
Is it like email? What?
You know, you guys can walk and talk if you want.
No, Uguay was waiting to check his
You
book.
can read and walk.
Oh, okay, so we're walking.
Did you send it to me?
Dude, you already asked me the question and I sent you the answer, remember?
Oh, I forgot. Hang on, let me get a look. I didn't refresh it.
All right, so I'm going to head over and get the horses.
Okay,
or
so that
send
would
Alec
mean
to get the horses.
Then that would mean all you guys are standing roughly about right here, and the horses are being get the guy that runs the stable. Alec goes to him, tells him which horses are which, and the guy hands him the reins. And Alec comes to you, and you can all get your horse.
Before we leave,
short horse or so.
Say what?
Aren't we short a horse or so?
Well, Alec didn't know that, so he grabbed 5 horses.
Okay. God, I love that guy.
Before we leave, I'm gonna go over toward the wall of the stable around thing. I'm gonna ask who has the for the magic guy, the magic shop.
Oh, what was that tool? Yeah,
The business card.
The business card. Who has that?
thought Tony had it, but I don't remember.
No, I didn't go in.
I thought you had it.
I think we gave back.
I've got it.
Keeping it.
All right. Okay, I
I'm
got
gonna
it. Sure.
ask it for the card.
I used
you
it last time, and I thought I
Okay.
gave it back to you.
Right. And I'm going to basically say I potentially have a solution to my sticking out like a sore turtle. So I'm going to use the card, go up to the wall. I forget what we got to do. What do you with the business card?
You hold it to the wall.
Hold it to the wall. Yeah.
And you draw like a little square for a door.
Draw the square for the door. Okay.
Okay.
I
And
do
then and instead of a door appearing, it appears as if it's a window, and a neon sign goes, "Closed until I'm awake." And it
So does that mean, is that our one use for the day then that I just wasted?
pretty much.
Okay.
But you are about to go talk to the brother, so he might have another one.
The brother.
All right, let's go to Garth.
Or not. All right. So I try to be, well, as we're going through the gate, if there's, I think we should send someone to see if there's guards from the other towns at the gate.
Well, the gate is open, and as your horses go to it, you can see there's no one on the road or anything.
Okay.
But you're not actually going to be on the road very long. Let me change the map and remind you. You are currently leaving the city of Ash, and Gelf is somewhere about right here. He's just a few miles into the woods off the path in his stone hut.
Okay. So I just wanted to make sure before I went walking up to the gate.
Yeah, you're good at the moment. There's nothing no one there.
Okay.
So we go see Gilf.
So as you guys get onto the road, you start going off the road towards where you met Gelf before, and you actually see the stone building half buried in the dirt, very, very tornado safe. And you guys remember the last time you were there, a tornado was coming. You ducked in. You survived the tornado, and the guy was like, "Who are you? You want something to eat?" And you all very rudely just walked out on him and said, "Screw you," basically. And so you might get a door slammed in your face. I don't know.
I can't remember what we're here to learn.
Everyone basically said, "Ask Gelf," so ask whatever.
All our questions we had were it was let's go about asking about the guy in charge, asking about the other stuff was we were asking about.
Now you're to the point now where you're getting off your horses and you're about to go walking towards the door to go inside. All of you give me a perception check, please.
13.
I'm going to save you time and say I perceive nothing.
12.
7.
Okay. Art, would you?
6.
So 13.
Roll again. We'll say it's insight.
19.
12 again.
Okay. Well,
4.
we'll say with the 19, you get the hairs on the back of your neck standing up for a second. You turn around and you see off in the distance, hobgoblins are coming to do a sweep of the city. They have about 30 of them coming on the road. You're like a mile off, so that they can't even see you. They don't know you're there. You can barely make them out, but you see them. They look to be maybe 30, 40 of them.
But they're heading toward Ash, not this guy's.
Yeah, they're heading towards Ash, and you know that about 10 of them will probably be let in and split off into 2 sets of 5 to look around. So
Let's go kill him.
From a distance, so we can. Do we have anything that works from a mile away?
From a distance.
You don't. So now I guess you can knock on the door.
Hey, Gilf, let us in.
I was serious.
But don't we have more important things to be doing right now?
Gelf isn't going anywhere.
So we're going to try to ambush 30
So we're going to go all the way back to kill 10 hobgoblins.
No, 30 to 40.
Oh, better, even better. You think we can handle that many?
Sure.
I like your confidence, Warlock, but I'm thinking 40 hobgoblins straight on does not seem like a great.
And any of you already knock on the door?
Stuff.
Not yet.
My problem is that'll probably bring more than 30 to 40 to us.
You won't find out for a while.
Well, that is
Anyway,
the point.
let's park that decision.
Yeah, right. You guys are no fun. Go talk to your crazy old friend in the hut.
Let's check in with this man first. I mean, we came all this way.
So who knocks on the door?
Gladly.
So Duke, you knock on the door.
Certainly.
I believe Gelf is muted.
I was kind of predicting this, but it's more than lived up to my expectations.
Well, someone might have been bad at keeping. Didn't know this is exactly what the secret was, but someone's bad that they know.
Those mouse ears.
Can you hear us? No, we can't hear you. Gilf is apparently mute.
Gilf, speak up.
Yeah, Gelf's. Hold on.
Gilf, can you hear us? Oh wait, I heard a
very,
sound.
very
now,
faint.
Now Gilf's
Unmute. There we go.
Heard
Okay, Gilf.
Barely heard something.
Say again.
Good. Can you hear me?
Oh
now?
no.
No.
Barely.
Barely. Turn the volume. Crank the volume. We can barely hear you.
Well, there we go. The mic isn't connected.
Old people in technology.
Yeah, I mean he's an old wizard. Let's just be gentle.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't unmute you because it isn't connected. The microphone. There we go.
How about now?
I still hear you, but barely.
All right. Well, I'll just talk really close into this fandangle thing here. It's my wizard staff. All right.
Now we can hear you.
All right. Excellent. You know technology these days. It's always terrible amongst this time of year. Now, let me see. If memory serves correctly, I know you. Yes, you came into my home in the middle of a dreadful storm, and me, trying to be a decent, law-abiding citizen, I offer you refreshments and 10 bits of wisdom. And what do? You treat me like I'm some ditzy old snail. Why, if I still had my magic, I'd turn a lot of you into cockroaches.
Oh, so you don't have any magic? Ah, splendid.
To be fair, I simply said no thanks and left. Like I didn't have baby mama take a dump in your establishment.
We were trying not to trouble you.
And to be honest, he's done that a lot. So you should
it's pretty much my MO. So
really common.
Well, we greatly appreciated that you allowed us to shelter. We didn't want to put you out any more than what we had already done. We felt bad about barging in on you, as it were.
Well, at least now you've come to your senses. I wish you had before, when I was trying to be decent.
Would a bottle of wine, perhaps ease this solution a little for you, as part of our apology?
Are you joking? At 800, I'm lucky to drink my vase of water each day. So don't be giving me that. What is it? Wait, there's no disaster occurring in the world today. So why have you come?
So good.
All right, so what are we supposed to ask?
I have no idea.
Gilf, whatever. What are we supposed to ask?
So here's the deal. This guy here, Zolomon, who runs some city called Tyre. He's forming an army, and he's trying to get some magic gems to form an infinity gauntlet to turn back time and snap away half of the population. Now, we've heard that we might be able to stop him if we can get to this Mountain King guy who maybe doesn't exist or does, but then there's also like this throne or something, and I don't know.
All right.
We were told that you might be able to like make some sense of all this different information we've gathered, and help us defeat Solomon. Sorry, Solomon.
Oh, Solomon. You know, his father, Zilla, was just as bad as he was. He was the leader of the armies of heaven. But Solomon himself joined his father's ranks and rose to become at the top and obtain the hand of God. Don't get me started on him, really, frankly. I think he uses a lot of cheatsy magic.
He's so you've known him personally.
I've seen his armies pass on by, and I remember the rumors from once his father was around, and the gem. Oh.
Wait, what?
But to say that I have met him personally would be a lie.
So,
You need a little more glue for that mustache.
I think it's perfect. Ignore him.
Stroke me. Did you know that this is dyed? I would have never believed it, but in the market, I found a dye that turned it black again. If it wasn't for that, this would be as gray as my kidney stones.
Gross.
So good. So good. Oh my god. I didn't think I could love your family more.
So I'm going to assume you guys are now inside, sitting down, asking me questions, and you might have to just stay in a constant yell so everyone can hear you.
Yes,
so,
we'll go inside. Like, yes, could we come in and sit for a minute and perhaps be more comfortable?
All right. But do not touch my rock collection. It took me over 250 years to get them all.
good enough.
Good work.
Oh, you like rocks? Might it interest you in this? And I pull out the popping candy and I say, "This is called Pop Rocks."
I have not heard of such an invention.
Just don't eat it with diet soda.
Or you.
I think that's the problem. Like I said, 1 vial of water a day, that's all my poor system can handle.
so now will be where you guys ask your questions.
All right. I'm trying to remember what we asked. What we were.
I know, right?
It's been like it's been like 9 weeks since we had that conversation with what's the Duke's friend?
Slaylock.
Yeah.
You're supposed to have taken notes.
So tell us about this pass through the mountains that apparently no one can access because there's some butt munch who thinks he's bigger than butts.
Oh, yeah, are you talking about the magical gate near Gerillo?
Yes.
Sure.
Oh, I remember a time when I used to hear all kinds of stories about that place. It is called the Arcane Gates. I'm surprised you do not know it yourselves. And of course,
I'm from the north.
Yeah, we're not from this land.
Well, then of course that would make sense. You should have said something sooner.
I come from a land down under.
Now see, the man who so thus described is called Kazab-A'i. And he is the Lord of the Gate. He is the Prince of the Mountain King, and he guards the border to prevent anyone from getting to the other side, because they guard the mystic heart.
Is that what the guy's after?
That's yes, and that's
You
what
have to speak up.
that's what Solomon wants, right?
Yes, Solomon is after the mystic heart, it seems.
Oh,
So
well,
my question was earlier to the other guy who told me to come ask you was if they guard this mystic heart, and we went to them and said, "Hey, we got this heckin' guy over here, Zolomon, who is a real piece of work, and he's going to come and murder a bunch of people to get this mystic heart. Could you let us through to maybe, nip this off at the bud and protect the heart for you?" You think they'd go for that?
I do not know what Prince Eid would say. All I know is that anyone looking for the heart will have no such luck. There's only 3 to have ever been proven, or theorized rather. The one in Gerillo is the only one that they say actually exists, but no one has seen it, and no one knows where it is.
What does it do?
How should I know? I don't live in Gerillo.
Well, what is it supposed to do? What do the legends say?
Again, I don't know. There's a guard that literally stands there to prevent anybody from coming in and gaining this knowledge.
Well, why would he want it if no one knows what it does?
It seems, now I might be making a wild leap here, but it seems like maybe we don't need to worry about this.
So I believe you're asking what the mystic heart is?
Yes.
Yeah, or what does it do? What does it supposedly do? Why does Solomon want it? Other than its cool sounding name.
Wait. If you're talking about the ancient legend correctly, which you might have been, it is originally supposed to have been said to be a storage of power. Now, no one has actually ever proven this fact, but that is supposedly what the original legends say.
So no one knows where it is. No one knows what it does. No one even knows if what people say it does might do actually does it.
It was planted by MacGuffin himself.
Nicely.
Okay.
Well, yeah, in that case...
What Gelf said there, you didn't catch it, was that there's 3 supposedly. Only one's been proven to exist. It's in Gerillo, but no one knows where in Gerillo it is, other than it's in that nation.
Well, the leader, was it Kazab? I'm not even going to pronounce this right.
Kazab Aid.
Aid.
What's the final consonant on the end of his name?
Aid. A-Y-D. Aid.
A D.
A-Y-D. Aid.
Aid.
I always thought of it as a bird call. We're like tweets that were filled with 2 E's.
Okay. Interesting.
Do you know anything about the Guild Hall?
Guild Hall. I am not particularly familiar with said hall, but I'm sure that as every traveler who passes by, I hear gossip. You never know.
It has a door that's like not a door that has a lot of magic behind it, and I was wondering if you knew anything about it.
Oh, magic doors. I remember in my youth when I still had my magic. The magic doors were all over the place in my house. Some led out to Gerillo. Some even went back into Esh. But I have not had such abilities in such a long time. I couldn't begin to tell you how magic doors have changed in this day and age.
I already cracked that case. It's the Dream Dungeon.
Do you perchance know Tim the Enchanter? Because you remind me of bunch.
What is your favorite color?
I'm not familiar with that name, but if I were, he sounds like a lovely chap.
So, to circle back to our original subject of Solomon, you say you haven't actually met Solomon, but what do you know about his circle of power? Like, does he have enemies or others that might help us in our battle against him?
So are you asking what makes him so powerful?
No, I'm asking who, like, what other are there other allies that we might be able to
get?
For example, we heard about this witch Persephone.
Yes.
What can you tell me about her?
Persephone, Geiger, Ursula too.
Page 3.
Need to be separate or the world is through. Ursula built her city looking to the sea. Geiger, a lover, an evil god is he. Persephone loves men, loves women, loves power. A lich through and through, flattery in her tower. All three together, power nigh invincible. Broken apart, each defeat is believable. Ursula is gone, Geiger is bitter. Persephone is the middle sister. If you meet Geiger this day, death is near and you'll be slain. Ursula is gone, no fear, no worry. If you meet her today, you will become dirty. Persephone loves power, her strength, her weakness. Longing to love brings hatred and bleakness. Words of warning, do no justice, no mercy. Run for your life, yes, run. And do hurry. Sorry about that. What were we talking about?
See now this is why I left in such a hurry last time, because wizards in their rhymes, man, it goes right over my head, and I didn't want to sit here listening to some epic poem. But
What rhyme? What was the question?
Can you tell us about Persephone?
No, not again.
Do not mention that tramp's name in my presence. She is the one who tricked me out of my magic in exchange for a long life. Now, granted, I have my long life, but I continue to age. Do you have any idea what a battle it is just to get down the front stair every morning and not break a bone?
So she's the monkey's paw.
What?
The monkey's paw.
Do you mean like a father? My paw?
No, you guys don't know about the.
If I ever see that witch again, I'm gonna bury her so far into the ground that the earthworms will have a feast each night.
So we should take you with us. You can take care of her.
Hi, if I could get my magic back, my staff would glow bright once more. And you have no idea what sort of revenge I've been planning for the last 737 years.
Wow,
You're right about that.
That's a lot of planning. It must be airtight.
Oh, it would be.
So what is your plan since you've been planning this long?
Would
you mind if we took part of it?
To go after a woman who's almost near impossible to catch? No. If you want after her, you go after her yourself.
Do you know where she is?
I'm afraid I do not in this particular time.
What about someone named Geiger?
Geiger. I am not particularly familiar with Geiger.
Just
I'm guessing you don't know Ursula either, but what about Flotsam and Jetsam? That's a Little Mermaid joke.
My daughters are laughing somewhere.
Ursula's name is familiar. I feel like her name has something pertaining to the sea.
Yeah, that would be my guess too.
Sort of under the sea, you're saying?
Yeah. No, she's got a thing for voices.
No, overlooking the sea. I don't know where I know that, but I do.
Well, the sea is kind of a huge, vast place. It's kind of...
Oh, look, there's a map.
I feel as though the city may have been renamed in recent years. I'm not quite sure where that memory has gone. But I know
What
somewhere it may still exist.
What do you define in recent years?
I don't know, the last 500 or so.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
So, the city of Ur might have once been the city of Ursula.
City of you know, I've heard of that place. I hear they make a smacking tuna salad. I have not had the chance to go try it myself, but someday I will.
Any other things we're going to talk to Gelf about, or you guys got all
Many things I know. Hi, would you folks be interested in some water? That's really all I have about the house, you know.
What do you know what KFC's secret ingredients are?
Salt, more salt. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Name. That would be something you would have to ask my brother Denny. You know, he's much more immersed in the townsfolk things.
I would think Denny knows more about moons over my hammy.
Grand Slam breakfasts.
Speaking of Denny, you wouldn't happen to have a way to like reach him. He's actually holding an item for me.
Oh, well, you can find him fairly easily. You know, he always comes running whenever there's a new spell book. Really anything. He checks to see if it's vintage or mint condition. Most of the time he ends up disappointed because it's really not. But that's usually the best way to get a hold of him is through trading. If memory serves correctly, I'm not sure anymore.
We probably only need something that's about what do you say, like maybe a 9-4?
That's about near mint.
It's about near mint.
I just beat you to it. It was like a setup punchline. I was trying to work with you.
No, that was perfect.
You know, I will say, I know that there's like, you know, several other people here listening in, but I had a bit of a vision at one point about a mysterious magical item in a land called, I believe it was Edom.
Edom.
And how?
I am not familiar really with an Edom. However,
What kind of item, dude?
It was as a cloak of invisibility.
Shadows.
ooh, that I am not so familiar with. What you know, someone who is far older than I might know. Someone like the Imperium.
Oh, damn those bastards. All right.
Do you want a jawbreaker?
There's somebody older than you?
If I had any teeth, I would.
Oh, okay.
She said the Gelf said the Empyrean, in case you didn't quite hear.
Imperium.
The Elvish Imperium, right?
No, the Empyrean is what she said.
Okay, these are sounding very much alike. Empyrean versus Imperium.
Imperium.
And forgive my lack of teeth.
So what? Who is this Imperium person?
He is the one who sits on the throne between Hebron and Mokash.
Oh, the king of the mountain.
He guards all of Mokash, as decreed by the Creator.
Okay.
No, we got to go through a couple of kings in the mountain to get to where we're going.
There's like several kings in these mountains here.
No one said the Empyrean was a king.
Since he said they sit on a throne. Okay.
Well, he guards Mokash.
Wait, he guards Mokash. Like, pull up the map again. He's not really near Mokash. Oh, okay, I see. Like, he is at the corner of the border. Okay, I see.
But I need to go. My place I'm heading to, isn't it in Edom? I can't remember. Sorry. I wrote it down.
I've heard that we potentially, like, if we're going after Zalaman, we might be able to find friends that Mokash would potentially be a friend of us. What do you know about Mokash and any, like, between Zalaman and his father?
Before you answer that, Gelf, I want to point out that the Duke is confusing names. His thing is in Zod.
There you go. Thank you. Sorry. Thank you. Too many pages of notes.
I don't really remember much about Zod. That is a name that has escaped me for many, many years.
I hear you have to kneel when you go there.
For him. Yes.
You have to kneel before you go. Yeah.
Good one.
I was waiting on that one.
What do you know about the gauntlets of the armor of invulnerability?
Vulnerability. There you go.
Where those might be found.
In Rimoth.
All I know is that if you're planning on going across Zolomon, the armor would be beneficial to have to counter the magic that he has.
So what do you called it cheap magic or not really cheap?
Yes, it's dang right cheating.
So what do you know about his magic?
Oh, well, you know, I'm surprised you wouldn't know. He has the gem of power. Oh, if there was one thing in this world that I wouldn't forget other than my brother's soup, it is the gem of power. It is red, about 2 feet in height, and it can give the person attuned to it strength of many men and invulnerability. And I call it cheating because it has a range of 500 miles. So of course Zolomon wouldn't be dumb enough to keep it with him. He hides it away. He hides it in a moving safe house that no one ever can find. But I do know, I've heard whispers, that it is guarded by 100 black pudding.
100
Wait.
what?
Did you say puddings?
Puddings.
Yeah, that is a D&D enemy. I'm sure Warlock and Arg know about it. The black pudding. That's just what they're called.
I got a bit hungry. Is all. That's all.
How many?
100.
Love you so much right now. You're amazing.
Yes. Now.
Okay.
I'm fresh out of questions, but I'm happy to sit here and drink with Gelf all day.
Drink water.
Oh,
Whatever.
Pig's gonna want more than water.
I could still tell you a myriad of things. You know, like that gem of power. Did you know that you can attune yourself? Of course, it has to be out of range from its primary owner currently, and it takes bloody 24 hours to do. But it can be attuned to different people. Oh, if I could only ever get my hands on something like that, I'd send her back till the end of days.
Do you have goats here? I heard a goat.
This gem of power, you said it was 500 miles was the range? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Now, question, Delph. You've talked repeatedly about how you lost your magic. Is there other than the gem of power itself? Would there be another way for you to get your magic back that you could enact your revenge that you talked about on Persephone?
Oh, I wish. I am constantly searching for new ways to gain my magic back, but of course, after all these centuries, I still haven't come across a permanent solution.
You haven't found what you're looking for, or you don't know what you need?
Both. I've researched many things.
Okay.
Anyone else?
I'm at a loss.
Okay.
I'm sure you say you know many things, Gelf. We appreciate the information that you've given us. It has been very interesting, to say the least.
Well, thank you. I am always happy to talk with young people who stumble on by my little sinking cabin. By the way, would you happen to know any carpenters to help lift it out? I'm afraid I'm starting to get bugs in the carpet.
You know, I used to know a Cyclops that might have helped lift it up. But we don't know him anymore.
But Uguay, why don't you re-ask about your item?
Oh, the Mokos question?
No.
No,
Enma?
Your friend there.
Oh, yes, I was looking for. Well, the reason I asked about getting in contact with your brother is he holds a ring of disguise for me that I was needing.
Oh, well, other than the magic tune thing, I do think I may actually still have a ticket. Hang on a minute. Yes, here it is. Here it is. There's a ticket. A ticket you can take, and you can go to him.
So Gelf hands you one of the tickets, just like the one that you have. So all you got to do is go up to the wall and
do it again. All right. So how late in the morning are we at this point? Is it late enough to try?
It's like 10 o'clock.
All right. I guess we'll try again. So I try again.
So you draw the. This time it's a door that opens up. Do you open the door?
Yes.
Okay. So you open the door, and there is Denny's magic shop. All you have to do is step inside.
I step inside.
Do the rest of you step inside?
Sure.
I mean, I'm enjoying my time with Gelf. I don't know that I need any magical items.
Okay, so
I feel like we're supposed to step inside.
Yeah,
you don't have to.
I'm gonna hang with Gelf. I don't know.
Asking to know.
I don't do magic.
I'm staying with Duke.
I'm gonna.
All right, so Uguay, you walk in.
I think Arg is coming with me.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys walk in.
Yes.
Okay. Well, as soon as you walk in, fiddling with a shelving there is Denny. So you're going to need to tap him on the shoulder or something as soon as you walk in. He's
rather than touch him, I'll just call his name, Denny.
Oh, hey! How are you? Go!
How are you?
Oh, come see me, brother! And he goes like this, and as soon as he does, the entire magic shop just pushes itself onto Gelf's place, and you're all inside the magic shop now.
Okay.
And then he runs up to Gelf and gives him a great hug. Hey, I love you so much, brother. How you doing?
I told you we were supposed to go in.
I'm afraid I lost the ticket you gave me back, I don't know, several months ago, but I just found it. And have you met my young acquaintances here? I feel like their visit this time would make Mother proud.
Yes, I've met them a few times. They like to go in the box. You remember the box?
Oh, yes. Oh, it's been a long time since that.
Yeah. So are you doing okay without the magic?
Yes, Denny. Yes.
Okay.
I mean, you're kind of rubbing a nose in it, right?
Point of order.
Yeah.
How old are you?
Oh, just about thousands off.
Okay. So why did you have to trade your magic to live a long time if your brother is also living long and has magic?
Well, I'm kind of special. You see, I'm born with magic on the inside.
I could have told you he was special without needing any information at all.
So you're
way he had, I wouldn't have this problem. So of course I'd be trying to figure out ways to elongate my days.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
Anyway, here's another ticket, Gelf. And if you ever need me, you know how to do it, okay?
Yes, of course. I'll try and put it somewhere where I won't forget it this time.
Okay, I'll see you later. And then he goes like this. And as soon as he does this, Gelf goes inside the magic door opening. The door opening disappears, and you're all in the shop with Denny.
Okay. Well, that was interesting. Denny.
Yeah.
I believe you have an item for me from Enma. She left an item.
Enma, great wizard. She's so fun. Yes, here it is. Let me go see. No, that's not another. Oh, here it is. This is a ring of disguise.
Can you tell me how it works?
Well, yes, you put it on, at the ring, so it goes on a finger,
Right.
and then once a day, you have 4 hours where you can be in disguise. There's a disguise spell that you can use. I believe it's called Disguise Self.
If this thing just puts a trench coat and a hat on you, I'm going to be real mad because I suggested that a while back.
Well, it does a little more than that, although I think you could pull it off if you had a mask.
With a mask and a trench coat and a hat. You don't happen to have a mask, a trench coat, and a hat in here, do you? Somewhere?
No, but I have a yellow bandana.
Yellow?
Yes, with the eye hole cut.
I was hoping for more of these.
Jenica's color.
Yeah, I was hoping more for, maybe purple or blue or red.
Let me ask you a question, Ugwe.
Yellow, you gotta go with yellow if you want it.
Ugwe, do you do machines?
I mean, do?
That's all I know. I know the purple one does machines.
I'm more of a, let's see, nature. Which one would that be? That would probably still be the purple one, yes. Okay, you have a yellow one. I will take the yellow bandana just for that.
Right, that'll be 10 gold.
10 gold for a bandana? Is it magical?
It's a really pretty one.
How about 2 silver?
Okay, you taught me into it. There you go. I just want to see you in it. I bet you look very lovely.
So I put the yellow bandana on.
Okay. Well, if that's all, fellas, I'll bid you adieu.
Well, wait.
How much for a pull of the box again?
How much gold do you have? Seriously, because I don't want to tell you too much. I've been going up every time.
Yeah, but I can't remember what I ended at.
I think you just did 2. Or did you do 1? Did you just do the rod the last time, or did you do something else?
How much
gold? That was the first time you
No, because I got the ring.
How much gold do you have? I'm not going to steal all your gold.
70, I think, something like that.
70. Okay. Well, he would say you're at 20 gold pieces, my friend.
Okay, I'll go ahead and take a ticket. I might take another stab at it.
Okay. Well, then I will need you to roll then.
Okay.
Hold on before you tell me.
Okay, what am I rolling?
Just a D20, and we'll go high will get you a certain thing, and low will get you a certain thing. 10
I'll assume
and under,
19
11
is
and up.
high.
How much did you roll?
19.
Okay. Here you go. You got, hey, what's this thing? Well, it's a potion of nudity.
Nudity?
Yeah. Be careful with this thing, especially in city limits.
So it's tequila. You got tequila.
Whenever someone drinks this, they become nude and they don't have any weapons or anything?
Well, let me see here. Gotta remember. Okay, if you drink it, you become nude. So you lose any and everything you have. So be careful.
Okay.
I would try and trick an enemy into using that if I were you.
Yeah. I wish I would have had this the other day and I would have given it to a certain rogue.
Denny, have you got any other items in the shop? Now, I know you were out of most things. Anything else? Any new additions?
Well, we have a special longbow.
Oh, yeah?
Longbow.
Yeah, it's a longbow of flames.
Anybody have perfect? Oh, yeah? Longbow.
Yeah, it does the standard damage, but if you hit with it, it also does a D4 of fire damage every round.
Okay. Anybody have proficiency with the longbow? I do not.
I get proficiency with weapons.
It's only 500 gold pieces.
Okay. For a D4? Okay. I think
Every round. Or excuse me, every turn.
Yeah, I think we'll keep looking. Thank you.
Well, I also have a what was it now? Let me see. There's one more thing I got it just today. Oh yeah, this, my friend, is a potion of blackout.
Is that tequila too?
Well, if you're gonna think of something to drink, I would call it rot gut myself. But no, what this baby does is wherever you pour it out, it creates a darkness spell that can't be dispelled.
Permanently in that spot. Okay. How much for that?
Yes. 200 gold.
How about 2 silver?
You can't talk me into that one. Well, anyway, thank you for shopping. I don't think we're going to be able to do business until you get really rich. So feel free to say hello to anyone else I know that might be related to.
Okay, and so
Are you related to a Lenny?
I think I might be, but I don't know for sure.
Short guy, doesn't wear any clothes.
Yeah, he's my third cousin, twice removed.
Did he drink the potion of nudity and just never get any new stuff?
Do what?
Did he drink the potion of nudity and just never get any new stuff?
Well, how do you think I found out how it worked?
So outside the game question here, so the ring 4 hours and it basically, but otherwise it works exactly like that spell. Is that what?
Yeah, I only changed the length of time to help you out.
Okay. All right, that's all I wanted to check.
It's a once a day thing. Yeah.
Yep. Once a day, 4
All right.
hours.
So you guys good to you're leaving now?
Yeah.
All right, so you guys go out the shop, and you're not where you thought you were.
Where are we?
You look around and you realize you're in a city, and it's not Ash, it's not it's not any of the cities you've been. You realize you're in the city, and you see a name on a building in the middle of the street there when you walk off across the way, and you have just entered the city of Leoboam.
What? Hey!
So now you know where his actual magic shop exists at.
And we're not at all pleased.
Well, don't forget, we can just teleport back to Ash.
This is true. We can.
Just give me half an hour and a jug of water.
No, out of the game. Let me remind you guys, because you have had 2 episodes of nothing but information dump.
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to fight some guys.
Hey, it had to be done. Remember that last time you were told the best way to go to Mokosh, which would be to talk to the god Mokosh, or go to Zod. Yeah, would be Mok, or to Zod for the Duke's cloak, would be to go through Lemuel, because that would mean you only have to deal with maybe a helmed horror, if anything, entering Mokosh rather than the Empyrean himself. Or you could go back to Ash and then go and try and enter in one of these cities, although you'd have to steer clear of Tyre. You have to go through the woods and find the gauntlets and everything else that goes to the armor of invulnerability, and then maybe go through here dealing with the Empyrean, or try and go around about this way, whichever you want to do. You learn this is a financial center, the entire country. Leoboam is its capital, and it has trade, as you can see. Well, you can't really see, but this is a dirt road connecting these two. It has trade with Mokosh. It is the only place that has trade with Mokosh. So I'm just reminding you of those things you already know but may not remember.
I can't remember where everybody else's items are. I'm having trouble, obviously, remembering just my own.
Yours is in Zod.
That I got. No.
Mokosh himself is in Mok. That was JP's.
Okay.
Everyone else's, you were given the name of a city.
Yeah,
Nob, there are 2 pieces. Ramoth, there's a piece. And I believe Baz was another piece of the armor of the vulnerability.
Okay. So, I mean, yeah.
So that just letting you know where everything's at. Right now, you are currently staring out of a magic shop's door into the streets of Leobo.
So we have just what we had with us. No horses, not a ton of money, and we are Leobo.
Well, you have all the money you had before.
Yeah.
You also have Baby Mama. You also have
Alec
with you, and of course, all of you were there. You have
What
all the
about
money
our
you had before. You don't have horses, and that's pretty much the only thing you don't have. And you now, 3 of you have the ability to go back to Ash if you so choose, or you could get a boat and go through Lemuel, or you could do, something else. Go to Ramoth, go back to if you wanted to. However you want to do it. Up to you.
I think we're going to have to find a pub, sit down, and have a wonderful conversation.
Yes.
All right.
What
Well,
are options?
it just so happens that if you look to the right, there's a pub right there.
All right.
You're starting to actually just all the time sound like your characters.
I caught that at the end.
My brothers tell me when I do a Christopher Walken impression too much, it just starts to become like life now.
Yeah.
Like, this is how you are.
Well, anyway, there's it's called the Elvish Imperium Inn, and it's an inn and tavern.
Didn't we mention something earlier about the Elvish Imperium?
Actually, yes, you did. That is where the Duke is from. Right here, this area of the map.
But what is? I'm sorry, I missed something. What does that have to do with where we are?
Elvish Imperium Inn.
And tavern. That's the
Is
name
across
of
the
place
street.
you just saw across the street.
This happens to be across the street.
Obviously, that means someone from here.
What a coincidence.
Hard pass. Let's find another place.
Okay.
Skip
Well,
it.
you
Move
guys
on.
do a few minutes of walking, and you find another place, Dragon's Breath Tavern.
All right, let's do it.
You go in, okay.
Yep.
You go in. There's a few people around. Mostly tables are good to go because it's middle of the day. There's a bartender there, as all my bartenders do. They're cleaning that glass. And then there's a stairway to the right leading up, and there's some rooms.
So since we have to talk, we'll have to find a table, call for some ale.
Yeah, you can. There's no waitress or anything. You just roll up, sit down, and motion. The bartender's like, "Would you like anything, or do you want to be left alone?"
1, 2, 3,
Yes.
4, 5 ales.
5 ales coming up. That'll be 5 copper, please. Pay bill when you're done. You might order more.
Aren't you going to take the rest of our orders?
Well, when you're ready to give them, I assume you'll tell me.
That was a joke about clickbait drinking a lot.
I'll take a whiskey.
No, actually, that was the truth. That was just quick.
We're all now, no kid. I like you now. You're my kind of person. So he hands all 5 of the ales to Clickbait, gives the rest of you whiskey. What else is whatever you ordered.
I'll turn to Alec.
Shirley Temple for me, please.
Okay, here you go.
Thanks.
You're a fancy drinker, aren't you?
I don't know if you saw that, but he was like,
Yeah. If I wanted something your thumb had touched, I would have ordered the inside of your ear. Make me another one.
"It was a spoon, sir. A very, very beautiful spoon."
Yes, very
Still
clean
alive.
spoon, I'm sure. Okay. So now what?
Well, we got to figure out what we need to do.
Let me just tell you guys out of gameplay, this is the last information dump episode. It's now just a point of you guys figuring out where you want to go, what you want to do, and then, yeah.
I don't know if you can answer this, but all of these extra items and stuff that they got the visions about, are they necessary to win?
Well, if you remember, Gelf, who could barely hear, told you that you would definitely need the armor of invulnerability to stand a chance, but
that is if we can't get him away from the crystal.
Yeah, or you could get the crystal. But if that doesn't, but if to get the crystal, you might want to get the shroud of the Duke. That would help with the black puddings. But you can only do one of them, and you have a chance. It's a slim as crap chance, but it's a chance. If you do all of them, you're pretty much guaranteed to win. But I will make it a bloody battle.
Well, this is our. Do we want
All right.
Well, it's like we got 15 minutes. So I'm trying to decide if we wanted to call it here and start again, or if we wanted to make a decision. So
I mean,
I would suggest you use up all your time today, so you can start next time and just
go.
I will say Warlock is indifferent because I've already gotten my boon, which is what my special thing is. So yeah, I'm just along for the ride at this point.
I feel like we've been placed here for a reason, right? We're nearest to what we've never been closer.
What happened to your accent?
I don't know. I
kind of turned into Michael Caine there.
No, not at all.
That's more like a Craig Ferguson trying to do a Michael Caine impersonation.
No, it's what's his name?
It was
from
much
Sarah
more
Marshall.
like
It's Sarah Marshall. What's his name?
Russell Brand.
Russell Brand.
No, Russell is something more like this, and he talks really fast, kind of like this.
Inside of you. No, Mokosh, right there. We can go right. It's like we've never been closer. Let's go there. We're right there.
Does this have to do with the fact that we're close to your Elvish Empyrean? You're trying to disguise your voice.
I've lost my shit. What can I say? Oh my gosh.
So we get only water for the Duke now.
Cut off.
You say Mokosh is like right there, as if we can look out the window and see across the ocean.
I'm saying we've never been closer. It's right there. Let's just do it. Get it done with. Then we can pee in the circle and get home again.
I mean, we're like Alaska, and it's like Russia.
Russia. I can see it from here. I can see my house from here.
Now, I don't want to be, a negative Nelly here, but technically, if we're going to Zod, we are, as the crow flies, further than we've ever been.
But if we're going to Mach, which is where my message was going to send us,
it's really
much closer than we've ever been. Not that we're close, but we're much closer than we've ever been.
But we still need to go to Bass and the other one.
Well, if you go to Mach, then you come clear across Mokosh to Zod, then you can go to Baz and so on and so forth.
That would that makes sense.
Don't we have to go to Mach to get around to go to?
Or we could go to Mach and then go around the. That's another one of the ways to get into Gerillo.
Right. So, do we want to go there last if we're going to go that way, Gerillo, instead of going through the mountain pass?
I don't know. I don't know what the best order is. I just know that we're way over here now. So, as though someone planned for us to be way over here. Some higher power planned it.
We could always just go back to Ash.
We could.
Yeah, we're safe there, right?
Well, if we know that there was like a whole bunch of hobgoblins.
I can start working on my campaign.
No.
It's still the same day, so they would definitely be searching right now. Although you do have your ring.
No.
But then again, you are supposed to go to Mach and get Mokosh, the god of Mokosh, on your side. Then again, there's Zod, where there's a cloak that will really help out with a specific task. But then again, you also have all the armor that's in Hebron too that can be very useful.
Yeah. Question before, just while I'm thinking about it, because you
only one.
Do I need to attune to the ring? Or
No, you do not need to attune to the ring.
Okay. I don't know. I'm open to suggestions, fellas. This does seem like the easiest path to try to get into Mokosh and deal with those particular aspects first.
And you were told you got about 8 months before he's ready to march.
At any point, we can go back to Ash.
Yes.
So my thought would be, let's see if we can get into Mokosh this way, because it seems like the easier path.
I'm not going to tell you what to do, but if you were to ask me, I would suggest maybe Mokosh, then Tamak, then Tazad, and then through here. That would be me, but you do what you want.
Okay, so we're going back to Ash.
Really, he's useless at this point. I mean,
little brother.
All right, so we hop a boat and go to.
Well, I would say let's see if we can get some information and see like if we can figure out how to get a boat to land and see if we can get it into Mokosh. Maybe we should go ask those Imperium guys if they know how we can get in there. Dude, can't you get us an in with those people?
I mean, it's awkward to be honest. What do we need? What specifically?
You're not an ogre or a turtle.
Right. What do we need specifically? Transport?
Transport to the mainland, and then would be our next step.
Would you like any more drink, or would you like any food?
What?
The wait
I
is
am coming to check on you. You
back.
have brought your drinks. Do you need more drinks, or would you
Not
like
yet. Not yet. Thank you. We're good.
Very well. I will go back to the bar and clean my glass.
You do that. Make it very clean. So transport, and then at some point we need information on the best way to actually get into Mokosh through the mule, like what it's going to take, I guess.
Well, I guess if that's what we're doing, then I guess we have to go to the harbor or something. See if we can buy a ticket or get a boat of our own.
No, I've got to go to the Imperium, see what we've got to get. Let's talk to somebody.
I wondered why we came out. It's strange that we came out directly across from the Imperium, almost as like we needed to go there. Duke.
Pisser.
Okay.
All right.
What are you doing?
So are we drinking our drinks and going to?
We finish our drinks. We pay the man.
Definitely finishing our drinks.
Okay.
And then
so one of you needs to do 1 silver. That'll take care of all the drinks.
I'll do it.
What do I owe? Since I bought the most booze.
You're the 1 silver.
You pay the 1 silver.
1 silver? I pay the 1 silver.
All right.
So we wander back toward the Elvis Imperium Hotel
and Tavern.
It was a bar and grill, I believe.
Bar and grill.
All right. So I assume the Duke walks in first.
Struts. I don't walk. I strut.
Okay. As you sashay in, once you open the doors, you notice that almost everyone inside is either a half elf or an elf, various colors of elves. And then as soon as half the people see you, they do absolutely nothing. But then as soon as the other half of the people see you, they immediately go, "The Duke!" And all of them kneel down on one knee.
And we all go.
So nice to be home.
I look at Arg and go, "For that guy."
Oh, shit.
So can you give me the layout? Like, what are we looking at here?
You were looking at the same exact layout, except they paid the interior decorator double the price this time.
Classy.
And
it's
all like gold inlay in places. It's actual crystal dining sets, silver utensils. The
Expensive
goblets and
items.
everything are very ornate. They spent some money here.
So it's just a bar hotel / right?
Yes, but it's very nice, very uptown. That
Okay.
probably a 1 to 5 gold minimum per room.
Okay. Do I recognize anybody?
You're a former duke, of course not, but they all seem to recognize you or
Wonderful.
know you by the way you look. You look like your family.
Does anybody stand out as far as
Yes, there's some
monetarily?
people behind the bar. They obviously, by their dress, look like they're the ones that run the place, so they would stand out slightly, yes. And they're both on their knees. Or knee.
The people behind the bar are on their knees?
Yes, you can just see their head is off because they're on their knees.
They drop down too.
Yeah. Now keep in mind, half the people are looking around like, what the crap are they doing? But the other half are on their knees.
There's no way Warlock let this pass without making a comment. There's zero chance.
Probably waiting for his time.
Yeah. I don't know, man. High elves are weird.
I think that's why the name High is in there.
So, Duke, you gonna say anything?
Sorry, I'm getting like texted from work for COVID drama.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, I know. We're not as bad as Florida, but you know, it's yeah.
We're number one. We're
number one at something. So I'll stroll over to the counter there and say, friends, how are you today?
Yeah, yes, my lord. We're doing. Hi. Woo! I never thought I'd meet an actual royal. How are you today?
I am in great need of your assistance.
And he thanks, and the other guy comes up and goes, I'm sorry about my brother. How can we serve you?
Well, I mean, clean up his piddle, but then we are looking for transport to the mainland, especially en route to Mokosh, and I'm hoping to find someone that can enable us in this venture.
Oh, we can do that, sir. You see, we have shipments that come in every other week to supply us with all our food and such, and it goes to Lemuel, and then and then we actually wait. No, that's not right. That's not right at all. It comes from home.
Right.
Okay.
Comes from home across the ocean to here. But we also have a place in Naraya that buys some of our wares. That is in Lemuel next to Mokosh, and we could put you on that, sir, free of charge, of course. You're the Duke, you know. You're royal. And it could be a simple boat ride to Naraya. Or, well, not to Naraya, but to Lemuel, the docking port, and then you could walk from the docks to Naraya. Or ride. I'll tell someone to provide you with horses, sir. Do you like horses?
We do indeed. You are splendid, I must say. What a marvelous establishment.
Oh, thank you, sir. We modeled it after home. Do you like it?
I say it definitely reminds me of home.
Oh, great, sir. Great. Wake up, Jimmy. No, thank you, sir.
Yes, my old habits are coming back to me.
Okay, so basically he can get you on a boat that connects to Lemuel dock, and the dock from there you can get some horses to go to Naraya, or you don't have to go to Naraya. You can go to Mokosh and skip the city 100% if you want, but that's where the road is, or the path. It connects there from Lemuel to Mokosh at Naraya. And it's free because you're you, and all you got to do is go through the city to where that ship's leaving.
When will that ship be leaving?
It's a daily ship, so there'll be it does it daily near the end of day. So you actually got about 2 hours, and then it'll leave. Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry. Yes, it's a daily ship, and you got about 2 hours, sir, and then you can leave and go to Lemuel.
All right. Well, let's make that. How long till the next ship?
2 hours.
All right, let's get
your accent's back.
Let's get drunk. Let's get drunk and then go. What do you say?
I'm in.
Sounds good.
Oh, sir, please do it in my establishment. We would love to have your drunkenness here. All of your alcohol for all your friends would be free. We'll even clean up any of your messes for free.
Top shelf, baby.
DM.
Done.
Can you just bring me
let's make that happen.
a barrel of ale? Like
I just shout DM.
A whole lot of dreams are going to come true.
Oh, our shouts BM'd. Whatever.
All right. So, you guys want to get on the boat and go to the dock, or do you want to end tonight and that be your starting point next time?
If we still have 2 hours to do something in the town,
Well, you're getting drunk. I thought
I'm not. I'm drinking Shirley Temples.
Oh, okay. Well, you can position them as they puke up what they drink then.
I'm not gonna
They got themselves in this mess.
No, I'm not drinking that much. I'm gonna like drink enough to like feel pretty good, and that's it. So
Okay. Well, in that case, what you got in mind?
are we stumbling down to the dock, or do you, Warlock? Do you
Let's
think
do it. Yeah, let's
there's
stumble.
something else we need to do? We should look into
I mean,
in the city before we
if you guys want to go on a long boat ride, piss drunk, that's just stay on the other side, stay starboard while I'm port.
Right?
Yeah,
I mean,
just got enough to
sick
get a
or
nice
drunk,
little
it doesn't
bar,
really
and
matter.
I'm done.
Do any of your friends happen to have like any plate armor that would be in by chance?
Because that's a small thing to ask, isn't it?
No, it's
Sure,
really
that's-
large.
Right.
Well, maybe they know of
Literally.
a Elvis Imperium connected armor or someone who sells
Yeah.
equipment.
Is there one?
Is
Duke?
Duke asking or not?
Of course, I have a friend who's a bit of in need of some armor. Do you have anyone that you would recommend who could perchance be of assistance to us?
Oh, no, sir. I just know my own trade very well. This is the only Imperium-owned business here in Leoboam. All the other Elvish businesses are just elf by race.
I totally understand. Can't expect you to be the end-all, be-all of everything. But you've done well so far.
Well, thank you, sir. I love to be on your end.
All right. Awkward, but acceptable.
Phrasing.
So, you guys want to go on your boat now or what?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. All right, well, you're on the boat, and I'm not going to let you just go and say you have a boat ride. I'm going to say you have a boat ride, but along your journey to the dock, you hear of these two names, and they're spoken in hushed tones, and people seem very afraid of the names Voltaire and Voltune.
Voltaire and Voltune.
And only people on ships should be scared of those names. Once you're on land, you'll probably never hear it spoken again.
So were those ocean gods or something?
You have no idea.
Pirates.
Do we ask?
Well, then you arrive at the dock and everything's a-okay. You get off and there's a shack with sort of like a stable area there.
Oh,
and
I thought you meant
two other
O'Neill.
buildings, and this isn't really a town. It's not really a village. They're just there, and you have horses waiting for you. All you gotta do is go up to him, and the Duke says his name,
Sorry.
and
Sorry.
there you are.
I'm trying to manage two things at once. I'm sorry.
There's
not the best
supplies
thing.
also? We need to take a look.
I'm here to collect some animals to carry me and my friends on a very important Imperium journey.
What's your name?
I am, of course, the one and only Duke Renard Vargan.
The Duke Renslayer's here. Give him his horses. And you got all the horses are given
What
to
did
you.
he call you there?
It's just a nickname. It's nothing. How? And we've got
this guy. I forgot to mention he's an orc.
Okay.
a handsome one at that, though.
No, he's not.
Not at all. No, I'm saying, just being.
So anyway, all right. Well, you have your horses. You're at the dock of Lemuel, and yeah, you're on your way to Mokosh, I guess, and we will end it there tonight. Unless anything, anyone want to say before we end it tonight? Or we good?
Yeah. What did he call you there?
Yeah, what was his name?
Duke Renslayer?
It's just, it's an accident. It happens from time to time. People can't
What,
pronounce
did you slay people?
Elvish names.
Why did you slay Ren? He was a nice guy. I mean,
Okay, well, that's all I have.
Bye.